about just that real southern shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just that gangster shit, fool. Watch me get it done. Yes. Just some of that motherfucking shit for the motherfucking fryheads, just to vibe your shit, you nigga. If the nigga wanna step here, I don't think so, ho. Now living large motherfuckers, now a nigga got the slip. Now let me take your fools on a little fucking trip. What I did this weekend, you know I'm no capper, but I hopped off the flight after Jack the Rapper. What do you understand? I know that they can stand ho. Who is this nigga just arrived in Orlando? Who could it be? 6'1" in the motherfucking half. He's rapping about that endo when them switches in that slab. So off to the hotel.
What's up, y'all? This Lil W at SlabOgsTv. Today I got somebody that y'all in the comments, y'all been begging me to find him, you know what I'm saying? Begging to find out, you know what I'm saying, his information, who he is, you know what I'm saying, to hear his story. Damn near every slab that you kind of see in the city, damn near got, you know, his wood, you know, in the car, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, for the people that don't know, you know what I'm saying, may have never got their wood done by you, introduce yourself to the people.
Yes, sir. I'm Big Red. I'm the wood guy, you know, so.
Already. Man, can you kind of just break down, I guess, how you started doing the wood? Because it damn near seemed to me that, like, you like almost like the only one in the city that kind of do it. Or like the most efficient one, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that just, if you're going to get your wood done, if you ain't got it by Big Red, it's damn near like yeah, who you getting it bundled?
I'm the one consistently does it. You know, I know there's a couple of people out there that do it, but they're not like consistently always doing it every week, or, you know, have a reputation for the wood, you know. Okay. You know, so
when did that start? Like, how did you get into the wood? Was before you came in, was people doing that?
No. Everybody was just painting their interior pieces. It was very rare that you could see somebody that was redoing their wood as far as paint wise. They'd probably get it dipped, you know, but they wouldn't. A lot of people were just going the color of their car from the outside on the inside.
So break it down for me a little bit, because I'm trying to understand like exactly like what I'm looking at. I know we got the panels right here that show you different woods, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I looking at? Like, how does if somebody to give you a steering wheel, you know what I'm saying? If they want to get it re-wooded, how would you go about doing it?
Usually some people want it, I'd say they want it like OG wood, because they want to have a clean interior. And then there's other people that want to match the wood, say, of the color of the car, because they're going a different color interior. So kind of want it. They still want kind of wood, but a color, like say candy blue. The car's candy blue. The interior they want candy blue wood grain with, you know, palomino.
Okay.
So and sometimes they'll ask me and I'll tell them, hey, I think this looks better with your interior, so it won't be kind of clashing with it.
Okay. And I know we got all the patterns right here that you offer. Which one is like an original wood? Like what comes on? Like, I'm just looking at all. I'm trying to think in my head, like, what is the most original that if you was to buy a car, which one would it be?
Something like this one, but just a little bit darker.
Okay.
Kind of like the steering wheel that I did right here.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. And see, I ain't even know all that. I ain't even know how like the wood was getting done or anything like that. So backtracking a little bit, how did you start doing it?
I've always painted and airbrushed. So then I had a friend of mine come to me and say, hey, I want to do some wood, but in candy blue in my Eldorado. He's like, and I got a partner of mine that has a Cadillac that he wants to do his too. But my homeboy wasn't ready. So he's like, hey, let you know, you do my boy first, and then I'll be ready. So I did his, and we did candy blue. And then there was another one, a Monte Carlo, from, I believe, Dead End. And I did this light color right there, that second one from the left.
And that was the first one that you ever did?
Like that, yes, sir.
What year was that?
Man, I'd say probably about at least 15 years ago.
15 years ago. So I guess my question is, before you came into the slab game and started doing the wood, Were people even getting it done at all? Not
at
at all.
That I know of, no.
Not at all.
Yeah, nobody was offering it.
And the person you said with the MC, who was that? Just to see who was the first.
They called him
person.
Fathead. It was Mike.
Okay.
It was Mike.
Okay. And then I guess just word of mouth. That's just kind of how it spread it.
Yeah, because like I said, Miyagi's the one that, you know, he's the one that said, "Hey, I got an idea." Me and my homeboy. So from there, that's where it started going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that cream color one, and then from there it kind of slowed down. Like nobody was doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as Instagram started popping again, like just started popping, that's when, and then the word of mouth, it just started going and going and going.
Mm-hmm. What was the people saying in the streets when Fathead pulled out and he had that wood redone? Because like you said, it might have been the first one.
Everybody was asking, but from what I heard, he was telling everybody he was going to Atlanta and getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't saying that here in Houston it was getting done.
So he was trying to gatekeep you a little bit.
Yes, of course, because you know when you build a car, you want to be the one that's holding,
mm-hmm.
you know, as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And was you doing it over here at this spot, or was you somewhere
else?
No,
I was over there on 610 and Broadway when I was doing it over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you way over there on the south side doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I know you just said a minute ago that for a minute it kind of stopped. So I guess Fathead might have been like the first one that kind of introduced to the streets and people ain't catch on to it.
No, it was actually Jay Till, Miyagi's homeboy, that came out in the blue Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's Fathead, and then Miyagi. But Miyagi he put the car up, so he really didn't get to show it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the two people. It was like I said, it was Jay Till and Mike.
And that was like, you know, like when you first started doing it. So when it kind of slowed down a little bit, like what made it kind of crank back up to where now it's damn near like you gotta have your wood done.
Well, like I said, it was Kells, you know, and then Barrow.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Kells with the Challenger, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna do an interview.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah. You're good. You're good. Yeah, it was Kells with the Challenger. He's the one that made it pop too. Who else? Like I said, Barrow, and I think he had a Park Avenue, and then Fred.
So a lot of the guys from Harlem Clark.
Yeah.
That
and then I forgot his name, but he cuts hair. He's on the south side.
Walt
D, my boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they all got that. From what I'm thinking about, they all got that second pattern, right?
Yeah, but Walt D, we did a darker brown for him, like a different brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So break down like the process of it, because when I came here the other day and you said airbrush, I don't know why in my head, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how I thought y'all did it. So can you kind of break down, if you can, how the wood is remade?
Well, a lot of people think it's hydro dip, right?
And explain what hydro dip is.
Is you actually paint the piece like a light color, and then they have a film that you put in the water, and then you spray like a glue on it, and then you put your piece in there, and you pull it out, it has a pattern.
See, that's what I thought it was.
That's what people think it is, but it's actually, I sand everything down, primer it, seal it, then I do a base coat. Once I do a base coat, then we do either the airbrush lines over there or these streaks that make it look like wood. And then it all depends what color we go with. So we do like a light, maybe like tangerine. We do a candy green over it. We do like a root beer. There's different colors that depends what people want.
So like on this one, like on the purple, you know,
the drink right here.
Yeah, the drink one right there. That's candy. That's straight up candy. Yeah. So you spraying everything when it comes to the wood.
So I do
my
everything.
question is, do you know how to spray a car too?
Yes, sir. But I don't tell people I have spray cars.
Why you don't tell people that?
Because it just, I can make more money on the wood pieces itself than trying to tie up myself in a whole car. Unless it's going to be worth it. That's, you know, unless they're dropping some good money, just like anything. You know?
So you've been spraying for a long time, even before you got into the wood. So how did you even get into learning how to spray?
Because when I started airbrushing, I didn't know how to spray clear. So I would, say for example, charge $400 or $500 to airbrush something, and I would take it to somebody clear it for me, and they wouldn't charge me $300. So I'm like, how much money am I making? So I had to learn how to spray clear, and then from there, my homeboys wanted me to paint their cars. I'm like, I really don't know how to spray, but they're like, just whatever. So little by little, it just snowballed. So that's how.
Okay. And so many, I did so many interviews with so many people that got your work done, and everybody in the comments always like, man, how do I get in touch with Big Red? Where is he at? You know what I'm saying? Why do people gatekeep you? Because we hear the name, it just when you try to get in touch, it's like people be trying to give you
because again, what's the name of the game?
Doing the wood. You the only want to do the wood.
Yeah, but name of the game in the slab community is to be the top one. So if you got the wood and somebody else building the same kind of car doesn't have the wood, and they have the same thing as the first person, who's going to be holding, right? In your eyes. That's why I think people gatekeep.
Okay. I think it's just crazy to me that, I don't know, I ain't never really thought about it, but by you saying that you started 15 years ago and nowadays it's damn near like you have to have your wood done. It's just crazy to think that before you came into the play and came into the picture, it's damn near like people wasn't getting their wood done.
No, because what was like, I guess, hidden was just painting your interior. That's it. That was what was the main thing to do. Get your interior done, and then you spray the color.
I think it's just crazy just to think that it took that long. That's almost like 20, 25 years that it took for people to be like, okay, we can start getting wood done. You know what I'm saying? Is it a reason that it's not that many people do it? It's just because it's just harder to do?
I don't know. You know, I guess some people don't want to fuck with it. They think it's too much work for them. But I like doing it. It's something that I don't mind doing the tedious work. Some people seem that's like, oh, it's too much time for me to get into. I could rather paint a car. I'd rather do this. You know.
Okay. It's your big brother, K. Reno. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volage. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volage.biz and find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. Community workers, versatile products, Volage, manufactured in Italy. With the quality of the box. Y'all don't know what it is, man. Catch y'all later on.
When it comes to the wood, like I say, with the patterns, how do you do the patterns? I'm just looking at the different ones, and they all different ways. Like, how does I can understand how the air spray go on there, but like, I guess the black streaks, you know what I'm saying, the different ways. How do you do that?
That's the trick. You know what I'm saying? That's the trick of the trade.
That's one you ain't gonna give up.
Can't.
Yeah. Okay. What you think the cleanest wood that you done in the car?
I've done a lot. I've done a lot.
What's the cleanest one that you think, like the colorway that they did it? You know what I'm saying?
Man, there's not just one. You know, there's just, you know, you can like just the ones that are out there is like that gets the attention is Lonnie Ray's Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? Randy. Who else?
G. Bradley.
G Bradley like a motherfucker. You know, he's always fucking with me. His brother,
Snow with the slant.
Snow, both of them. That Candy Red, Boss Hog, with like the brownish.
Yeah.
That one came out clean because I did candy like a brandy, kind of like a brandy reddish apple red wine, and I did his PlayStation 2 in there, his PlayStation. So his controller, you know, there's a lot that I've done that, you know what I'm saying. There was a 4-door Caprice that Tatum did. We did like original wood. That bitch came out clean, like real original, but came out clean. We painted the dash to look like it was wrapped. The wood on the doors. We did a couple of nice things, you know.
What if
we did a couple 18-wheelers through Tatum, like a black wood, and then we did another one was like a dark wood on 2 18-wheelers. I even do marble effect if they want that.
Okay. So what about if a person like they might have a dough panel and it might be all leather, all material, and they say, okay, half of it I want the wood. How would you go about doing that? Or would they have to bring you like already the cut out?
Well, some people bring me like say the consoles that they make out of fiberglass, lids, door panel pieces, and we'll sand them, primer them, sand them again, get them all ready, and we'll do that. So they have to at least give me some kind of wood shape, and then from there I'll take it.
Okay.
But as far as fabricating, I really don't fuck with it.
Okay.
You know.
And then too, I want to ask you this too. So I'm building a car right now, 87 Cutlass. I already did the interior. For you, and just knowing the knowledge of the slab, do you think it's better for a person to bring, or just my knowledge is just telling me, is it better for a person to bring their wood before they get the interior done, or it doesn't really matter?
To me it does, because while somebody's working on the interior, you can give me the pieces and I can do it. So when I'm finishing up, I can give them to them, and then they'll be ready to put them in instead of taking the car apart, bringing them to me. The upholstery guy is waiting on shit. So sometimes I'm backed up 3 months. So it's better to kind of get that done first. So as soon as I give it to you, the upholstery guy's already halfway done or almost done, and then they'll come together. Because it doesn't make sense for the car to be getting wrapped and they're waiting on me. So I think it's better to get it done the first thing, and once I'm done, then you can already have the car in progress.
Do you like it better when somebody just keeps it like original, like how it is on the panel right there, you know, all the patterns? Do you like it when they keep the original wood, or do you like it when they kind of do some candy? Do they make it more fun for you?
I like new stuff all the time. We just did El Dorado Boss Hog, and we did it a flat clear. Instead of doing shiny clear on it, we did a flat. So it's different ways.
Okay. And if somebody coming to you and they got steering wheel, door panels, you know what I'm saying, all the just miscellaneous pieces on their car, let's say like 20 pieces that they need sprayed, how long do you think, like, you know what I'm saying, something like that would take?
It depends on the shape they're in. And usually I usually tell people about a month to 2 months. And if I can, like, it usually can take, if I don't have nothing I'm doing, nobody in line, no nothing, I can do it within a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it all depends.
But you got so many people that come to you because you're the only one.
I got people coming from Beaumont, Louisiana, Austin, San Antonio, Port Arthur, Galveston.
So, are you damn near like the only one in the South that kind of do it? Because I mean, I don't really just hear too many, whether it's donks, low riders, big wheels, you know what I'm saying? I don't really just see too many people painting wood. It seems like we the only one that do that to that, you know what I'm saying, extent.
There's a couple people that do it. Say like in California they do it, but they do mainly in OG cars. Like the bombs, like the 50-something, you know. Do
a lot of them come to you? Like people from California?
I've had maybe 1 or 2 people come from California.
Okay.
A couple people from Atlanta.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And by you doing the wood, everybody know you from doing the wood, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like, I mean, of course you're going to say, yeah, but just by you building, you know what I'm saying, working with the slab and stuff like that, do you feel like you have to have your wood to build a slab?
if you're trying to if your wood is old and you got new interior, of course you have to. It's just the name of the game. It's like you're building a car, but you don't put new wheels on it. You can put some old ass wheels. Like you need the swingers.
Okay.
Because if not, you're not gonna be complete, right?
Yeah.
You can have candy paint, 90'd up, long wheels, interior, but all your wood is old. Like if you have good wood, like there's some Eldorados, like Barrettes and some Vauxhalls, they got some clean that's never been fucked with. Like it's not even stained on it. I would say leave it like that.
Shit, what's good wood though? Because I mean, if it's a car that's 40 years old, 50 years old, I think you would have to redo it regardless.
No, there's some that are clean. The clear's not peeling, the plastic's not peeling, the hydro dip's not peeling. Like it looks like it came off the show.
I'm saying looking like that.
Yeah, it looks original. It's not gonna be shiny because they weren't coming out shiny, but there's some cars that are well kept, and I wouldn't fuck with it. I'm not gonna tell you, yeah, just to make some money. Like if I see something that's like, and I wouldn't even fuck that car up.
What pattern do you recommend on a car? Like which pattern do you?
I would do like the like the burl wood, just original wood like this one to keep it OG, right?
Okay.
Because to me, if you're just building a slab, full out slab, then go with like this one, the cream color, any kind of here. But if you're keeping the car nice and clean and put some wheels on it, and a year later on you want to take them wheels off, I would do the OG interior, the OG wood, because then you wouldn't be able to say, hey, you're trying to sell a car or whatever, they'll be like, oh, well, that's a slab. It's gonna lose value on the car. But of course, we're in the slab community, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Do a lot of people because I know you got bike stuff, you got bikes around here too. Do a lot of people in the bike, world, do they put a lot of wood on their cars too? Or that's more so you kind of just...
It's more the slabs. I have two motorcycles. One that I'm working on that we're doing wood grain on it. And then another one, we did just a little bit of wood, kind of sneak it in on the graphics.
Okay. And aside of doing the wood, what else do you offer?
Like motorcycle stuff, graphics, paint on motorcycles. We'll do insurance claims. But as far as, we'll do completes, but I try not to put in a bunch of completes in there. I'd rather do insurance claims, motorcycles, graphics. That's my thing.
Okay. And for a person that don't know, can you break down the process of like when you are like, say a steering wheel, one piece, like you got that dash piece back there, you know what I'm saying? What is the process of somebody to bring you those pieces? What are you kind of first doing? Just how you getting to that point to where it's
usually we'll take all the hydro dip, everything off. If it's peeling away, we'll sand it all the way down, clean it up, put some primer over it, sand down. Once we sand down, we'll put some sealer for the base color. If it's a silver, if it's a gold, if it's a brown, and then I'll do all the wood grain effect. And then right there, if it's gonna have a candy over it, then I'll put the candy over it. And then if it doesn't need candy, then we'll just clear it. And then that's it.
Okay.
But it is a process because you have to tape everything up. You have to, make sure nothing gets oversprayed. So it is a process.
Okay. Man, if somebody was trying to hit you up, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, they always be hitting me up trying to see where you at, what's your number, you know what I'm saying? Are you available to give your number or
yes, sir.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying, how they can contact you?
Yeah, 832-641-3360. And then my Instagram is BRC Studios 74. And then on Facebook, I'm under Raymond Baez.
Okay. And what's I guess, like, price range somebody might be dealing with when they come to you, know what I'm saying? Because I obviously depending on how many pieces they might bring you and what it is, you know what I'm saying? What kind of like the price range they dealing with?
Usually, like say a Barrett's, it's around with the steering wheel and everything about $1,750. And from there it goes up.
But it all depends on
just the factory. Yeah, but it's the base price I give is on the factory wood that you already have in the car. What comes originally in the car.
Okay.
Now people want to bring like vent, AC vent, or a defrost vent pieces of the visors or center console pieces. Now, of course, that's extra. I've done, like I think on Lonnie Ray, it was like 50 something pieces on his Cadillac.
50?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
What all he got done?
We did a lot. We did little buttons around the headrest. We did the buttons on to lift the headrest up. We did the arms on the trunk. We did little handles. The little plastics that go around the window.
Mm-hmm.
Those, steering wheel, controllers, buttons.
Damn. So 50 pieces. How long that take?
It took me a while.
I could imagine it take a long time.
And then the ones that I've done, and I've done quite a bit of pieces. The old boys from Beaumont with the Cadillac, that drop Cadillac.
Yeah.
The two-door.
Blue one?
No, the red one, the two-door.
Yeah.
And then the Audi he got, that red Audi, I did those.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he got some across.
Third one, yeah.
He's really the one that came out with all the pieces around the window.
Is he the first one that kind of came with it that detailed? The red lacrosse?
Well, Reese, like within a couple of years, when it started picking up, yeah, because he did a lot more pieces. That's when we did the trunk for the arms on there, the window thing. We did quite a bit. And then too, on the lid, we did some stuff for him, wood grain on the lid.
So who was the first one that kind of, like how you said, it was a pause, social media came, and then it kind of picked back up? Who was the first one to pick it back up?
Was Kels.
Kels with the Challenger? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bad one too.
Yeah, like I said, Barrow, Walt D. It was quite a couple of people. And then when I moved over here, I still had some work, but then what kind of got me going when I did Slim Thug's Boss Hog. We did like a black wood grain for him, and then he gave me a shout out. And I did the one that Paul Wall was building for Snoop Dogg. I did those too. So
but Snoop Dogg slab. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Man, is there anything else we want to say before we get up out of here? You know what I'm saying? Is there any shout outs you want to give out?
I appreciate everybody that comes looking out for me and brings me the business. You know, I know sometimes I take a little bit longer, but I try and do quality, not nothing in a rush. If somebody needs something, they know I'll look out for them. You know,
it's damn near like, even if it is somebody out there that do wood, it seems like it's damn near like if somebody was to say, "Oh, I'm gonna let them do it," they're gonna be like, "Hell, like, nah, you supposed to let Big Red do it. Like, you ain't got no."
That's happened. But like I said, like if anybody wants to try and do it, like I ain't trying to gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. There's enough for everybody.
Okay.
You know, Ralph always brought me some work. Lonnie Ray, RC, Tatum, who else? Gonzalez. You just did an interview with Gonzalez. You know, I did that Green Lag. They did.
Yeah.
I did his. You know, that one hit some good.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, let me ask you this too. What's like some pieces or a piece that nobody has done but you would want to see done on a car?
And I've done everything already.
Everything?
Everything. You know.
I mean, under the hood, it ain't no piece under the hood.
I've done some under the hood pieces.
Damn.
Trunk pieces. You think about it, seatbelt holders.
Everything. I'm just trying to think of something, you know what I'm saying, in a car that maybe somebody never did, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's been done. It's been done.
Okay. And one more time, forget about it. Can you say your number, you know what I'm saying? Because I know they're going to blow me up about it.
832-641-3360. Everybody call me Big Red. I'm under Raymond Baez in Facebook and in BRC Studios 74 on Instagram.
Already, man. It's SlabOgsTv. Y'all see it in the back. If you want your wood done, this is the only man to come to. Best work, you know what I'm saying? Best quality, you know what I'm saying? So y'all get at him with the number, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to come with that bag. Hey, man. SlabOgsTv. We out.